And then carnivore came along. But in my defense, I have to say, after the paleo and keto fiasco, I had learned my lesson a little bit, and so I approached the potential transition, or my interest in carnivore a little bit differently. So with carnivore, I said, don't worry, we're not gonna do carnivore, but I'd like to try it out for 30, 60 days, what have you. And I did, and I realized it's great. It's a great, I think, tool for me, maybe to, if you want to reset your gut, if you're dealing with something, if you want to, do something good for you to boost your vitality, what have you. But going back to a more animal-based diet that can include seasonal sweet fruits, the least toxic plants, and also learning at the same time how to process. And by that I don't mean, buying processed food in the store, but to ferment, soak, sprout, heat, do all of those things that humans have learned on how to mitigate some of the toxins in food while making the nutrients more bioavailable, especially in the plant world. You don't really have to do much with animals. But by incorporating those, we are now on a fairly, I want to say, comparatively speaking, relaxed diet, but we feel better than we've ever felt. And we kind of know, what we can get away with, what we can do, what we cannot do to maintain health that's as optimal, I think, as reasonably possible.
Yes. And I have to point out that you now have, again, a different approach. It's not like, Kathy, I'm doing this and, you can join me or not. You're more like caring, of what, how I'm going to react. At the same time, I've been following, other influencers, other people in social media where I get my information, and it's not only on you.
Right.
Because I feel like, if it is your spouse who's, coming to tell you that, you're more like, But when it's somebody else and then you're like, well, but my husband has been saying that. And then I connect the dots, it's just slow for me, I have to hear it from somebody else and not just you. And I'm not saying this in a mean or disrespectful way. It's just how I, try to see things.
And it's good to